Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital recap for Wednesday, June 25th reveals Brook Lynn Quartermain chase, Amanda Seton gets what she's looking for. And Alexis Davis Nancy Lee Gran finds out Elizabeth Baldwin Rebecca Herbst knows. Also, Ava Jerome Mara West finds out Rick Lansing Rick Hurst is a snake? And Martin Gray Michael E. Knight gets bad news of several varieties. Marco Rios Adrian Oncondo shares some papers with Brook Lynn in the Q mansion. He discovered Benjamin Westburn's birth certificate. And the name was changed 7 months later to Rocco Falconeri Finn Carr. She smiles until Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna enters. And then Marco leaves, and Brook Lynn invites Dante to yell at her again. He's still upset at her but tells her Harrison Chase Josh Swickard helped him see that it's not beneficial. They need to collaborate to reach Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Dante hasn't forgiven yet but desires a relationship with Gio. He regrets being so hard on their son. They think about what to do next and try to remain patient. Christina Corinthos Davis Kate Mancy goes to see Alexis in her office and informs her mom that Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, has revealed everything to Elizabeth. She updates her mom on the serious discussion and mentions that Liz won't report her. Alexis advises her to abandon her plan to separate Ava and Rick right now. Instead, she wants to inform Liz that Rick is blackmailing them. Christina realizes she could end up in prison if that occurs. Alexis then goes to GH to speak with Liz about Christina. She appreciates that Liz is keeping the secret. If not, Christina would face prison time, even though she deserves it. Liz empathizes with what Christina is experiencing and believes Ava pushed her to her breaking point. And she understands that. Alexa's daughter feels remorse. At the Jerome Gallery, Ava invites Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis to a new exhibit. Joel Sartori's is happening again. She wants to attend, but her schedule is packed. She considers giving the tickets to Elizabeth but also wants to buy baby animal art for Ace Prince, Cassadines, Joey and J. Clay Room. Ava is okay with this. Laura observes that she's drinking dragonberry juice and mentions that Liz and Rick were having it when she visited Liz's house. Ava appears shocked. After Laura leaves, Ava makes a call to someone undercover to discover how Rick managed to return from Beecher's Corners so quickly. She realizes he has been dishonest with her, and mutters about him being a lying liar. At the GH hub, Liz gives Deanna Curtis Dion, Michelle Collins, some tasks for the patients. When Rick shows up, he's there to meet a client and leaves. Meanwhile, Lucas Jones, Van Hansies checks Martin Gray's, Michael E. Knight, back in a room. Martin is in severe pain and blames Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott. Lucas goes back to the hub and chats with Liz about how frequently Rick has been visiting her since Lucky left. Back in Martin's room, Rick listens to Martin ramble about wanting to sue Tracy. Rick watches the footage and tells him that it's not possible. Additionally, it would cost $15,000 as a retainer. Since Martin can't afford it, Rick tells him to forget it. He then leaves. Back at the hub, Liz tells Lucas that she doesn't want Rick to believe there's a future. He recalls his time with Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, and gets it. He had to figure out when to stop. She smiles, hoping she's not misleading Rick. Lucas leaves, and Rick shows up, asking Liz out for tonight. Later, Lucas receives a call from Marco Rios, Adrian Oncondo, inviting him for drinks and discuss Natalia Ramirez's Eva LaRue case. And then Marco inquires if Lucas knew Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud. Lucas confirms he did and questions his boyfriend, who mentions that her name came up in a case. Marco says he's just curious, and then he hangs up. Tracy bursts into laughter as she watches a video with Marty tumbling over and over again when Cody Bell Josh Kelly enters. She expresses her gratitude for today and calls him perfect. She plans to create a gif of Drew Kane's Cameron Matheson expression the moment he realized she won. And she have Leo Falconeri Easton Rocket, Sweeta, do it later. She offers him some payment, but he declines. Tracy thinks this is strange, but Cody finds it amusing. He says it's the best job he's ever had. I find you more than tolerable, she tells him. He jokes that she make him cry and says he doesn't accept money from a friend. One of Sonny's guards takes Natalia to Sonny Corinthos Morris, Bernard residence, and she appears anxious. He is asking her to abandon her entire life. He reminds her that it will be a comfortable existence, and it's either that or prison. She hands him the key to a safe deposit box. Her life is now in his control. He warns her that she cannot inform anyone about her departure. Or acting DA, Justine Turner, Nesneen contractor will have her arrested. And that will be the end of it. Tears stream down her face as she understands. She cannot communicate with her friends or family. She will be living in a luxurious home by the beach, and they will still maintain contact. He acknowledges a debt to her and takes it seriously. They clasp hands while she becomes emotional, and he reassures her that she has always been there for his daughter, and that she is not forgotten. He is determined not to leave her side. She expresses the significance of their bond and apologizes for jeopardizing it by withholding the fact that Jen Sidwell Carlo Rota is her former husband. She felt paralyzed when he arrived in town, and labels Jens as a threat but insists that Marco is different from Jens. After their conversation, she makes a point to visit Marco at his workplace. Cody encounters Christina at Alexis's office, where he's told to bring up Lucky's departure from Port Charles during his chat with Ava. This information will trigger her insecurities, making her more open to his flirtations. He mentioned that there are no quick results and that it needs to be approached gradually, or she might become wary. He also pointed out that if Rick has feelings for Liz, hasn't he already fulfilled his role and finished the job? She believes Ava will end things with Rick. However, when Cody requests additional money, she declines. Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, shows up at Martin's hospital room. After Elizabeth called and told her he is a patient, she discovers him in his hospital bed. Learning he's optimistic about avoiding surgery, he expresses his desire not to be a burden to her. He wishes to move out and have his own place, but he can't take on a case if he can't stand. She encourages him to take it easy and promises to fetch him an overnight bag. As she leaves, Martin reassures himself that Tracy will bear the consequences of this. Deanna then shows up and informs Martin that his insurance has lapsed. He's not covered. Gio is training Rocco and Danny Morgan Asher Antonizin. They are working there. Danny is filling everyone's water and gives some to Lulu, Spencer, Alexa Havens, Bruning, who waves at a shocked Rocco. Rocco complains that his mom took a picture of him like it was the first day of school. Tracy meets Lulu at the pool. Lulu wants her to give Rocco a big tip today, and Tracy laughs at how cute it is that she's spying. Gio sees Rocco folding used towels and tells them that the used ones should go in the bin. The women continue to watch, thankful that at least Gio and Rocco get along since finding out they are half-brothers. Tracy tells Lulu that Gio is still upset with Brook Lynn and hopes he will get over it soon. Later, when their shift ends, Gio warns them not to swim in their uniforms. They start joking about throwing each other in, and Tracy whistles. She steps in and says she'll take them home to the Quartermain mansion. Rocco and Danny arrive at the Q-Manse and pass Brook Lynn, who hides the birth certificate that Marco delivered earlier. Cody arrives at the gallery, and Ava mentions that they're clearing space for Joel Sartori's exhibit. When he notices an absence of art, he approaches the abstract piece, and as he reaches out to touch it, she answers a call from the guy who typically assists her with hanging art. He won't be coming, so Cody steps in to offer his help. He shares stories from his past and then brings up Lucky's departure from the country. At Sunny's, Laura feels a sense of relief upon learning that Sunny isn't selling his peers to Gens. They both recognize how the man operates. Sunny states that while he won't initiate anything, violence is on the horizon for Port Charles, and they need to devise a plan to prevent it. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.